Hey guys, my name is Matsumo, and today we learned that Battlefield 5 is going to have a Battle Royale mode. Now I realize not everyone is going to be ecstatic about this news because I think a lot of people are getting BR fatigue lately with all the games that are coming out with this mode, but one thing that intrigues me about this short little announcement is that they stated that this is going to feature the pillars of what makes Battlefield Battlefield. There's going to be destruction in BR, there's going to be team play, and there's also going to be vehicles. From the sounds of it, DICE is essentially going to be using the Battlefield formula, which everyone has grown to love over the years, plopping everyone down on a really large map, or I'm assuming it's going to be quite large. There's going to be vehicles and weapons scattered around everywhere, and then it's going to be the job of you and your squad to survive until the very end, like every other BR mode out there. If they're able to pull it off with the graphical fidelity that we've grown to expect from the Battlefield franchise, the amazing graphics with destruction and teamwork, that honestly could be a lot of fun. Now, I know some people will just say, well, why don't you go play Fortnite or PlayerUnknown Battlegrounds? And while I enjoy Fortnite, it's a lot of fun, it does what it does very well, the thing that takes me away from it is the building mechanics. PUBG was enjoyable when it first came out because it was really the only competitive BR mode out there. Over the years, they haven't really done a whole lot to fix the glaring issues with optimization and the bugs and glitches. And so if DICE is able to create a well-polished experience that has a good netcode, this could be the BR mode that people have been waiting for ever since this craze started. Now, one thing I'm really curious to learn more about, though, is how they're going to be handling vehicles in this mode. Tanks in normal Battlefield are meant to be overpowered. That's how they're designed. They're a tool and an asset so that you can push the objective, hopefully break the stalemate, and then win the game for your team. That's what they're designed for. You're not meant to go 1v1 versus a tank. It's possible in previous Battlefield games, but you're going to have a hard time doing so. You need teamwork to take it down. And so if tanks are going to be included in the BR mode, if that's what they mean by vehicles, how is all of that going to work? The worry that I have is that if everyone starts off with nothing and you need to scavenge for weapons like every BR mode out there, does that mean you're pretty much out of luck if you come across a tank and you don't have the necessary gadgets to be able to take care of it? If it's a 1v tank situation, or if it's your squad versus a tank, but you just don't have the necessary weapons to deal with it, is that an automatic loss? That is something I'm really curious to learn more about. Another thing I want to learn more about is, are there going to be classes in Battle Royale? If that is true, that could add in a different dynamic that we don't have in any other game out there. You need to choose, do I want to play as the medic? Do I want to play as the support? If that is the case, that might actually mean that when you spawn on in, you're not just a basic character with absolutely nothing. You're going to have at least a couple of tools to handle the situations when they arise. If you're playing as the medic and your teammate takes a little bit of damage, just like every other Battlefield game, we'll heal him on up. If a tank rolls on in and you have an engineer, maybe they actually start off with something to deal with that. That could be the way that they work around that, where you don't actually have to find all or every single resource on the map to deal with every single threat. Now that could come with its own problems because everyone might just spawn as the engineer to begin with, because if everyone just has base weapons to start off with, like most BRs, but you have a rocket at your disposal, that could be one way you could take people out at the beginning and in a cheesy way. That is one thing they would have to consider if that was a possibility. Of course, this is all speculation. And so all in all, I'm really excited to learn more about this mode. Once again, I realize not everyone is going to be excited about this news because some people think that this might take away from the core experience, and that is something that I fear as well. Personally, I would have much rather this been a standalone game. You could even call it Battlefield or Battlefield Royale, maybe cost $30 or something like that to compete with PlayerUnknown Battlegrounds and been its own separate experience. When I play Battlefield, I want that core gameplay experience, and I don't want something to take away from that. And I wouldn't want it to be where the only reason why you play that game is for the BR mode. I don't think that's going to be the case, but I know that is something that people are a little bit worried about. Now, we also got a short little gameplay trailer with this reveal as well, which shows off some really cool details. The first one that sticks out immediately is the crazy amount of destruction. When the tank rolls through a building and it crumbles dynamically based off where the tank is located, rubble is falling onto the tank shell, you actually see snow on the roof fall down dynamic, it's incredible. Like, the Battlefield franchise has always been known for its crazy graphics and its awesome destruction, but this really is taking it to the next level. We also got a good look at how tanks are going to be able to move stationary turrets around the map. You want to move that AA turret into a more fortified position. Maybe you actually use the fortification system to build up a really large base on your side of the map. Move that turret on in there so that it can defend that location. Now, I don't really know how all of this is going to play out in the grand scheme of things, how many people are going to take the time to move turrets with their tank, but it could be a really cool feature. One thing I've always realized in Battlefield games is that they have these turrets scattered around the map, but a lot of times they're in really awkward positions that don't give you a great line of sight of a road. Well, now you can literally move it nearer to the road to get that line of sight on the tank or whoever is pushing from that angle. This could really be a nice feature. Overall, though, I thought this trailer was great. It would have been nice to actually see some live gameplay, or any live gameplay, but at least it was a lot better than the trailer that they revealed a couple of weeks ago. But yeah, guys, that is about it for today's video. I hope you enjoyed. Let me know what you guys thought about this reveal. Are you excited about Battlefield 5 Battle Royale? Are you kind of disappointed about that? Let me know down below in the comments. But yeah, guys, until tomorrow, have a good one, and take it easy.